Hello, guys, and I'm here to talk about the car crash that happened yesterday morning. I'm going to go ahead and get through into all the details about that. And it also took me a long time to even consider if I wanted to even post this on YouTube today, because you know how that's junk be getting real emotional when you be getting hit by stuff and you barely survive, especially these dangerous vehicles. These vehicles are weapons. These vehicles are no joke on this road. Every day when you drive, you are at risk. Every day, it doesn't matter. And you see, in my situation, I didn't do anything wrong. I'm driving actually under the speed limit and still got hit. So that just proves that your life is at risk every day when you're driving a car, because those are weapons. I mean, people don't think of it like that, but those are weapons. And when people don't take driving seriously, this is what happens. So I mean, it's not completely the guy's fault behind me, but you got cars causing crashes, and that doesn't help either. But so let me get down into all of that. I was going to get some food from Bojangles this morning, because usually those are open around 5. So it had to have been around 5:30, maybe 6 o'clock before I went to go grab me some food, because last night on Monday I was not tired. I was trying to go to sleep. Didn't really get some sleep. I just laying in bed. I got up eventually at 4. Out of the bed at 4. Watched YouTube after I couldn't go to sleep for like 2 or 3 hours. So I was starving, so I went to go get my car and grab me some food. And then another bad thing is that my phone was on 17% when I left the house, because I was thinking that I was going to get there and get back, thinking I wasn't going to get in a car crash today. And here's a thing for you guys: make sure your phone is always at least 50% before you go anywhere, because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen in the future, down the road, or down the stretch. You just don't know. You just need to always be prepared. I was unprepared, and I had to save my phone battery a lot. I was luckily that I have a good phone and that doesn't die quickly, so that was some good news there. Anyways, I was going to get food and try to get back to the house, but on the way back, there was apparently some chase. I couldn't see if there was another car in the lane, but the cop, he had his lights on already, and he was going. He was coming from the left lane. He swerved in the wrong lane of the road. He was coming from the opposite side of the road from where you would drive at typically. He switched lanes back into the right lane, so I had to slow down so that I wouldn't hit the cop car. Because I hit the cop car, I'm a not feel be the same. You know, when you hit somebody in a car that when you don't mean to, you're never gonna be the same. You can be traumatized for life. So I was able to slow down. Thank the Lord. And I wasn't even going that fast anyway. I was going about, like I said, under the speed limit. Speed limit was 45, so I was going 35 to 40, because it was still pretty dark outside, and I don't like driving fast at dark at time anyway, or nighttime. So I managed to slow down in time, and there was no delay, and I was like, whew, I was able to slow down. And when my body relaxed, it yanked forward as the car behind me rear-ended me. And I was like, when I got hit, I was like, oh my God, somebody hit me. And I literally was like that, because you don't expect to get hit. And it's worse when you least expect it, because you don't think you're going to get hit at all. Because you think everybody can drive safe, but it's just not how that works in this world. So I had to pull over at this gas station, and me and the guy met each other. We were both young adults. He was not any much older than I was. We were probably about to we looked around the same age. We're about the same age. So we met each other. We went back in our cars. We called each other our dads. Our dads came. Our dads talked a lot stuff. And here's what pisses me off the most: the cops who technically caused the crash. They took forever to get to the scene, and they also caused another crash up ahead. So I wasn't the only one that was in a car wreck. It was 2 wrecks up ahead. So I mean, when you got cops doing dumb stuff like that, it doesn't help. So it took the cops longer for them to come back all the way down to us. So when the state trooper got down here to us, he obviously asked us for our license and registration and everything. He took all of that. When his car did his investigation, what they be always be doing. I don't know what they be doing, the state troopers. But when he did his mini investigation, and he gave the citation to the guy that hit me, because he said he was going too fast for condition. That is a thing, because if you are going really fast in bad conditions, and you can't control your vehicle. Sorry guys. I mean, if you're going really fast and you can't control your vehicle, you can get in trouble for that, and that's exactly what I think the state trooper tried to get him for. But at the same time, when you got cop cars coming at 70 miles per hour, when you at nighttime, and when you suspect it from the opposite side of the road, then that's just as bad. And then you got the dad; he wasn't having it. He was mad as hell, and I can understand why. Because if it wasn't for that cop car, none of this would have happened. We would all been home safely, sweet and sound. But now that you got that cop cars causing wrecks, not just one but two wrecks up, that's what happens, and they don't care. You know the cops are never going to take accountability of their actions. They just like that. That's why I don't like most cops today. There's really some rarely some good cops out there, and you'll rarely meet those good cops. There's a lot of bad ones out there, so you gotta be careful who you consider cops as friends or good cops, because there's not many good cops out there. I don't care what you say. There's not that many out there. It's just not. Anyways, I had to go get run to the hospital because yes, I was in major pain after the accident. I was in pain and was in my legs, arms, upper body, practically everything. My neck wasn't hurting at the time, but over time it started hurting. And when I got I had to take X-rays. The doctor said I was fine, but I was just in pain, a lot of pain at the time. But he said my neck was spasming, so I had to come home, basically just relax and just take the day off. I couldn't do anything because my neck was just not right at the time. So my neck, currently as I'm talking, it's still healing. So it can take up to a week, maybe 2 weeks to go away. It takes days, weeks for those types of neck spasms to go away. Cause I may have the worst of it because mine came from a car crash. So it's not easy to deal with that. So yeah, my neck is still currently hurting and it's a bit back and forth every now and then. But yeah, I'm just glad to be alive because like I said, I came to a complete stop. When you got people smashing into you at 50 miles per hour, that's pretty dang quick. My car was able to absorb a lot of that impact. I told you, my Honda Civic was pretty dang strong to absorb all that impact. So I'm thankful to God that it absorbed all the impact, because all that impact, even though I didn't take that much impact at all, it still was a lot of impact to make my back or my spine spasm. So just grateful that it wasn't any worse than what it was, because you know how car crashes can be. They can be really deadly. And you see, I'm kind of traumatized. I'm not scared to get back on the road now, but yesterday I just didn't want to drive anymore. My mom got off work and took me to the hospital because I just wasn't right now. I just couldn't. So after I was taken, like I said, to the hospital, the X-rays, I came back home, went to sleep. I did talk to a few friends, and all of them. I'm thankful for you guys keeping me in your prayers. Appreciate it. I'll be back on my feet soon. I should be back on my feet somewhere around maybe today, tomorrow. I don't know. I'm gonna try to get back on my feet as soon as possible, because it doesn't matter if you're injured. School does not care. College does not care if you're injured. If you miss too many days, you'll fail the damn class. So you gotta get back on my feet, or just pray for me, keep me in your prayers, guys. I appreciate it, and that's all I gotta say. And there should be a new video coming out around 8 o'clock. I scheduled it for 8 o'clock. It was a league game for Uni. I mean, that team was not great. I did play a league game yesterday, because I was just bored. I was practically sleeping all day. I slept all day, so I decided to do one game. I did write me a story on my server. My stories are back to being interesting again, so I'm glad that's cool. Glad everybody likes them. But yeah, I'm trying to get back to adjusting to normal life. No one cares if you're injured. It's all about money in this world. So I got to get back to school and stuff, and get back focus on normal life. And I'm glad to be alive. Thank the Lord. And I guess that's it. Like I said, there'll be a video at 8 o'clock or 8 p.m. EST, because not everybody's in Eastern time. So 8 p.m. EST. So that's like 7 Central Time and maybe 6 Pacific Time, or 5, somewhere around that for y'all guys. So anyways, that's it for me. If you got any questions, just let me know in the comments, or if you got anything to say. And please be positive and respectful in my comment section. Like, I'm not gonna put up with anybody being disrespectful in my comment section. This junk ain't no joke, bro. No vehicles is no joke, bro. So don't be coming in my comments disrespecting me at all. I'm not in the mood for that junk right now. I'm good. I'm really not. So if you don't got anything to say, don't say it at all. That's all I gotta say. Peace.